What is going on YouTube? I am Leon and this is the Feel Good Fandom coming to you with a top 10 list of my favorite cartoon theme songs. Animation is great and music is fantastic, and when you put them together, you get cool little theme songs that get you set up and excited for a show. So I decided to put my 10 favorite together and share them with you guys for an intro that kind of tells you a little bit about myself and the music and shows I enjoy. Now keep in mind that this isn't every theme song I love or even the 10 best theme songs, just really my 10 favorite. So if I miss a few, leave a comment letting me know which ones you think should have been on the list. Also keep in mind, this is my opinion, so if it differs from yours, or put one higher or lower than you think it should be there, feel free to leave a comment letting me know, but don't flame or get angry at me with all red eyes and everything. That's not necessary. Big thing though, there will be no anime on this list, not because I don't like anime, because it could be its own list. And with that being said, I think it's time we get started, so let's jump right in with our number 10 pick.
All the crystal gems will always save the day. And if you think we can, we'll...
Feel that feeling of hope welling up in your chest? Yeah, that's what Steven Universe does to you. And the theme song does a great job of conveying that. Among the Ben 10 reboots and Teen Titans Go that Cartoon Network shoves down our throat, they also gave us this gem of a cartoon. And the melodies and harmonies of Steven Universe convey that feeling. That great feeling of a group of high energy heroes in a very fantastic world. It's a fun and enjoyable song, but it does have its flaws, one of which being that it's very short and to the point, which is not inherently a bad thing, but it does play a bit lower. Also, there are just 9 theme songs I think are better. But it is one of my favorites, and I recommend the show to everyone. And while it's only number 10, like Steven would say, if every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Quick question. Does anyone remember this show? Because I never hear anyone ever talk about it. It's almost like it never existed. No one reviews it. I can't barely find any videos of it except for the theme song. But it was a really good show. My Dad is a Rock Star is a fantastic show, and the theme song holds that same regard. An upbeat rock theme that conveys the main character's feeling of insecurity about his dad being a rock star. I definitely want to talk about it in depth when I get the chance. Not to mention, it has a kicking guitar solo at the end of it. So I'm definitely looking forward to talking about it in the future. But until then, how about I let the guitar solo speak for itself after telling you My Dad is a Rock Star? Great show.
Life begins after
16. I can honestly sum up this show and its theme song in one word. Underrated. Yeah, it's no Amazing Spider-Man or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but come on. The music is really good, from the guitar to the vocals, and it fits the mall rat teenager vibe that characters in show gives off, and it all comes together to make a really interesting story in a really fun environment, high energy, high pace, with a bit of hope at the end of it. It almost makes you feel like your teenage life might not have been as bad as you remember it. So if you're one of the people who kind of look at this show and think it was a bad show, I recommend giving it a second watch, or at least giving the theme song a second listen.
He's cool, he's hot like a frozen sun. He's young and fast, he's the chosen one. People were not.
Why is this theme song here? Because half of you started singing it the second it started coming on. American Dragon is iconic for being one of the few shows to be able to change its music, its visuals, and still remain really good. Still hold on to its quality and still be a really solid show with a fun, adventurous environment. Magical creatures, fire flying, all done in a very youthful and exciting way. How could you really not like the American Dragon? It speaks for itself. He's the American Dragon. Proud Family is a really unique kind of show, with a lot of good things going for it, one of which being the sister of Beyonce does the theme song, and Solange shows that she can hold the tune just as good as the Queen Bee. A fun, pop-esque R&B style vibe that carries us to a really interesting story that talks about black culture without coming off preachy and being a lot of fun. I recommend everyone give the Proud Family a second look because you will love them as much as I do. And if anyone wants me to, I will gladly talk about this show more in depth. I really love this show. Let's see. J-pop style theme song. Check. Exciting, colorful visuals for the multifaceted team. Check. Great theme song for one of the coolest superhero teams to ever grace comic books or cartoons. Check and check. The Teen Titans is a great show that everyone loved in its highlight and heyday. It was the kind of show that I don't blame Teen Titans Go for not being able to recreate. It was a show unto its own that it's hard to recreate the magic of. And the theme song holds that same magic. Done by Puffy Amiyumi, a J-pop group, it goes great with the anime-inspired show. It didn't need to be redone, simple as that. Sad as it is, it was great the way it was. Oh yeah, indeed. Class of 3000. Another underrated show. And yeah, I know I'm starting to sound a bit like a hipster, but just listen to the classic funk vibe and tell me it doesn't deserve the number 4 spot on this list. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Now Philly Bill, you and Lil D, y'all hold that groove tight. Hypnotize them so you can take them where you want.
It is Scooby-Doo. Come on, people, it is Scooby-freaking-Doo. There's no way it could not get on this list. It set a standard for cartoons as a whole, and has been alive in some form or another for years, and retained quality for the most part, with the exception of a few versions. And I struggled to pick what Scooby-Doo was coming on this theme song, but I knew one of them was. And in the end, the original theme song has that cool, fun 60s mystery vibe that many things have tried to parody or recreate. You couldn't go wrong with Scooby-Doo. He's just a fun dog and a fun show.
Life is like a hurricane.
Here in Duckburg. DuckTales. Oh my god, DuckTales. Mark Mueller, the man who wrote this theme song, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, both of which could have had spots on this list, is just phenomenal in his work. And it's the only word I can really use to describe this theme song. Huey, Dewey, and Louie going on adventures with their Uncle Scrooge is just portrayed in such a fun and inviting way. When you hear this theme song, you can't help but sing along. It's what DuckTales does, and that's why it's the number 3 pick. Because you've just got to sing along with it. These are just a handful of songs I wanted to put on this list, but didn't have the space or room. It's just, there's so many great cartoon theme songs, which is why I want everyone who watches this video to leave a comment of their favorite. I'm not concrete in this. I'm a fan just like you guys, and we can discuss and enjoy kind of different cartoons. We can even compile a new list later if you guys want. But for now, let's just enjoy some more music and get ready for our number 1 pick.
Up and down, my keys come to town from the USA, lost in Japan. Darling, death of mystery, check me out right, swoops out of the shed.
Code Lyoko may honestly be 70% of the reason I made this list, if I'm being honest. I love this theme song and never get tired of gushing about it. It's powerful, nostalgic, and just fits so well with the cybernetic virtual reality vibe of the show. And does so while singing the praises of the title, which is not easy under any circumstances. I don't think I could have put anything else at number one and been satisfied with myself. I knew this thing was going on the list before I even knew for sure that it was going to be a list. Code Lyoko is just that great, and everyone I know I will tell to check this show out if they haven't. And I recommend everyone just listen to this theme song one time. And so there you have it, my top 10 cartoon theme songs. This will not be the last time I do a video like this, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. I'll be doing movie reviews, comparing, contrasting, top 10s, the whole nine. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. But for now, this has been the Feel Good Fandom, and I'm Leon, signing out.